Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, we have another day, another Colourpop. I asked you guys in my PR unboxing if you guys wanted me to review the Snitchery collaboration with Colourpop, and all you guys are like, yes, review it. So that is what we are doing today. I'll be reviewing this entire collection. So I'm gonna show you guys what this collection is all about and is it actually worth it. So you guys wanna see all of that, well then definitely keep watching. Okay guys, so in my video yesterday, my PR unboxing, I told you guys I wanted to review the new Chaotic Cosmetics Deadly Dreamer box and the Snitchery collection, and so many of you guys wanted to see the Snitchery collection over the Chaotic Cosmetics. I'm still going to review that, but I'm going to put this one out first because you guys seem more interested in this collection, and I'm honestly just so excited because I love reviewing Colourpop. It's a lot of fun for me, and I kind of want a little bit of an easier video because I'm so tired, which I'll get to in just a minute. But before I do, I just want to say welcome back to another episode of Vlog-O-Ween. If you guys are new here and you guys don't know what that means, it means it is me posting every single day in the month of October. So I was shocked to get this collection. I don't ever know when I'm getting Colourpop. Colourpop just magically just poof, appears, and I never know when I'm getting it, but when I do, I'm like, oh, I'm so grateful. So I was so surprised to see that they sent over their newest collection, which is the Snitchery collaboration with Colourpop. Now, you guys did inform me that Snitchery is a cosplay player, and again, I have never heard of that person before, so you guys actually introduced me to them, and I really do love their makeup looks, and I'm excited to kind of dive into this. Now, looking on the website, the only thing I'm kind of taken back by is that the Snitchery collaboration with Colourpop, the full collection, retails for $115. I'm gonna go ahead and say that right here, right now, that is way too expensive for what this is, because it's just Super Shock shadows, some blushes, like a little highlighter, and some lip kits. That's quite expensive for what it is. I don't think it's worth the value. I think that this would have been like a $75 to maybe $80 box, not $115. But that's just my personal opinion. I've been reviewing Colourpop now for over 4 years, and I always buy their full collections, and I usually can kind of gauge whether it's worth the value or not. So I'll give you guys my final opinion on that towards the end, but just upon first impression of just seeing what we got in here, I don't think it's worth 115 bucks. But I will go over all the price points. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch all the lip kits, the Super Shock shadows, the blushes, and everything like that for you guys. So we're just gonna go ahead and dive right on in because I want to play with this stuff. I'm excited. Okay, so this collection is going to include 3 lip kits, 2 Super Shock shadow packs, 3 blush sticks, a light stick, and a lip gloss. So we have quite a variety in here. I'm gonna swatch every single thing for you guys. I'm gonna swatch the lipses and whatnot. So I am going to, I guess, zoom you guys in already just so I can like swatch everything kind of up close so you guys can see everything up close, especially with the Super Shock shadows. They don't always come off well on camera, even though they're so beautiful and they're so pigmented. So I'm gonna go ahead and get you guys zoomed in. I'm gonna have the price points kind of pop up on the screen so that when I'm showing you guys what it is, you guys will see that. And I also want to point out that I actually painted my nails. I did a horrible job because I suck at painting nails. And some of you guys were like, oh, I'm sending you tips and tricks and how to clean it up. I appreciate it. I'm probably not going to clean it up just because I don't know. I don't care enough about it. I just paint them because I like it. But this is that Mooncat collection, and I'm actually really liking it. This is so pretty. Can you guys believe that like my eyebrows have looked like this for so many years, and this is how I used to go to work, and I never touched up my eyebrows? Like, what the heck? Like, who was I? Okay, so starting off, we're going to start off with the 3 blush sticks. We have the shade Ziggy, She Devil, and What Like It's Hard. Those 3 shades right here. And I don't think I've ever used Colourpop blush sticks before. I don't recall. So I don't really know. I do like the outside. I do like the packaging on these. I think they're super cute. I'm not the biggest fan of probably blush sticks because I feel like blush sticks tend to kind of come off on my skin. Like, they don't really stay very well. I feel like I just kind of drag it, and then I'm just like, no, because I want it to like look good, and then it like never looks good. Okay, so these blush sticks do retail for $11 a piece, and it says on here, it says get flirty, be romantic, or go full on vampy with these 3 blush sticks in warm bubble pink, peachy coral, and terracotta brick red. Ooh. So the way I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna swatch these on my face because I just want to have fun. So the first shade we're gonna have is this pink shade, and this is the shade, there's nothing labeled on here, so I'm just gonna assume this is the shade What's That Like. So we're just gonna swatch it on my cheek because it is a blush stick. So here's the first one. Wow, that virtually has zero pigment. Holy crap. Do you guys see that? Like virtually zero pigment on that shade. Okay. So there's that shade. I'm assuming this is the one that's like, what's that like? So it's kind of very light. Something probably more what I would probably go for in terms of a blush, just because I don't want something super intense. And then we're going to have the shade She Devil right here, which is going to be like this peachy blush. So I'm just going to place this right here. Ooh, but that's also a really pretty blush as well. Do you guys see that? That is so freaking pretty. I actually kind of like that. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like that. Okay. And the last one we have is the shade called Ziggy. And I think this is gonna be that terracotta brick red. So we're just gonna place this right. Wow. Okay, so that is how the three, so look at that. You guys see how it, I don't know, do you guys see that, the formula on that? Like it didn't want to fully stay. So those are the three blushes right there. Again, you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of cream blushes, stick brushes, anything like a blush like this. I only love powder blushes just because it gets so oily and I tend to not really understand how to work with these very well. So I definitely will try them out today for you guys, but I'm not really sure how I'm going to feel about it. I also realized I'm not wearing any earrings today. I took all my, I had an interview this morning. I'll tell you guys about that in a minute, but like I took all my jewelry off. But here is the three swatches right there with those three blush sticks. This one I feel like almost looks like blood on my skin. I kind of like it. But then we have three right here. I wonder if it blends out. Like I wonder if I just take my blush, let's see how that looks blended. Okay. Kind of like disappears just a tad. This looks like I am breaking out in a rash or have a giant hickey on my face, does it not? Like that's how it looks. You guys can clearly see that it's interesting. It's interesting. Okay, so moving on to the light stick that we have right here. This is going to be like a highlighter stick. This is in the shade God Complex, and it's going to look just like the same thing as the blush. And online, it says that it retails for $11, and it says, take your transformation to the next level with the sci-fi filter inspired glow and a cool lilac teal duo chrome finish. What? Okay, so now we're gonna take this and we're just gonna go on this side. Wow, that's intense. Do you guys see that? That is, oh, she's intense. It's actually really pretty though. I'm not gonna lie, it's like really pretty. That is super pretty. I really like that. Okay, you guys can definitely see that kind of sheared right there. So we'll definitely have to play with that for sure. But we're gonna use all these today because that is what my job is, to review everything in this collection. So now that you guys have seen the blush and the highlighter stick, we are gonna go into the 4 Super Shock shadows that we have right here. Now these online, it says that online these do retail for $14 for the 2-pack, and it says that these are push the limits with our iconic Super Shock shadow duos. Go from soft, delicate with duochrome lavender and icy silver mauve to total badass and sparkling bright red and duochrome darkened purple. Ooh, okay. So the first shade we have is the shade called Plot Twist, and this is like this beautiful like duochrome one. I'm so excited to swatch. Ooh, okay. So excited to swatch that for you guys. So we're going to go in the shade Duochrome. Oh, this is the shade Plot Twist, and that's how that's going to look right there. Super beautiful. An absolutely beautiful, beautiful duochrome shadow. Followed by this shade called Main Character Energy, which is going to look like so. Again, this formula is just so creamy and buttery. I am literally obsessed with Colourpop Super Shock shadows. They're truly amazing. So there's that shade Main Character Energy. Then we have the shade Metamorphosis. So here's the shade Metamorphosis. It's pretty. I love the sparkles in it, but like, ugh. I don't think I'd ever use a red. It's a little intense. And then we have the shade Lucid Dream right here. This is the shade Lucid Dream. That is freaking stunning. Holy crap. Like that is so freaking pretty. So here's that shade Lucid Dream right there. Absolutely beautiful. All right, guys, the last thing in the collection are the lip kits right here. They do retail for $16 a piece. And it says on here that let your feminine energy, Vixen Aura collide with our 3 lippy kits in a warm terracotta, deep brick red, and a bold true black duos and matte X finishes. Ooh, 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 ooh. So the very first kit we have right here, this is called Divine Feminine. And it's going to be this lip kit where you're going to get like a lippy stick and an actual lip liner. So these are going to be the shades right here. I don't think I've ever really played with like Colourpop like lippy sticks before, so this is definitely going to be a first for me. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a swatch in my hand. Horrible swatch, right? So good, right? So good. But here's that swatch. So I'm going to quickly throw ahead and go ahead and throw on Divine Feminine on my lips. I'm going to show you guys what the lip liner looks like, then with the actual like lipstick on it. Wow, I have to say guys that this lip liner is so freaking creamy. It is just gliding on the lip beautifully. Oh, you know what this smells like? This smells like that smells like that butterscotch candy that you get from your grandmother's purse. That's what this smells like. So here we have the shade Divine Feminine right here, which I think is going to be classified as a terracotta brick red. I think it's really beautiful. It's kind of reminding me of the blush stick right here in like Ziggy. It's like very, very similar in color. Very beautiful. I absolutely love the lip liner formula. I think it's so creamy and it glides on beautifully. So pigmented. Reminds me a lot of the Jaclyn Cosmetics lip liners. The actual lippy stick, it's kind of shiny, but I don't know, like it's kind of sticky. And it's supposed to dry down matte, so we'll see. I'm not gonna let them dry down because I'm gonna put on the other shades. But like obviously, like when I put this on at the very end, I'll let you guys know. But I don't know if I like the formula of the lippy stick. Super pigmented, but it's kind of sticky. All right, up next we have the shade Femme Fatale right here, which I think is supposed to be that really like true red. And you guys know how I feel about reds. I'm very particular about them. If they have that blue purple undertone, I'm obsessed. But if they don't, then I'm like, oh, not necessarily my true red. But we're definitely have to try this out. I literally did not know that Colourpop had this great of a lip formula because I've been so obsessed with Jaclyn Cosmetics now for so long that I didn't know that Colourpop had one. So now I want to go try out other Colourpop lip liners because these are so damn good. Okay, so this is that shade Femme Fatale, and I have to say, it's supposed to be classified as a true red. I think this is more like a deep blood red. It's classified as a true red, at least the description that Colourpop gave. But online it says it's a brick red, and I could definitely see it being a brick red. I think it's beautiful. I definitely think it has more of like a plum undertone more than like a blue red. So it's a little bit deeper than what I'm used to in terms of like a red lip. It has more a little bit of the plum and brown, but I also love it because it kind of reminds me so much of the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Unicorn Blood liquid lip, and I love that liquid lip for so long. I no longer have it, and this kind of like reminds me of that so much with like how deep this red is. I think it's like that perfect red for the Christmas season where you want to be red but you don't want to go too plum or pinky, but you don't want to be too brown for the fall. I think this is like the perfect one that falls in between, and I think this is so fucking beautiful. Like, bitch, I can rock this. I can rock this. And if I were to mix this with black, I feel like I have a beautiful like vampy lip. Oh, I love this one so much. This one's so pretty. So this one is the Femme Fatale liquid lip set. So I messed up. So we have the shade Femme Gaze right here, this black one. And I accidentally smashed my lip liner into here. And I need black lip liners. This is so devastating because like it doesn't like roll up. Oh gosh, I messed up, y'all. I messed up. I wonder if I can sharpen it. Is this sharpenable? Okay, so it does sharpen. That is very good to know. Okay, so here's that black lip. I don't know. Like I feel like it's almost like a black gray. Like it doesn't look like a true black to me. It doesn't look like a true black. Like I just don't see it. I don't see a true black. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Like, because on camera, I feel like it looks like it. But, like, in person, I'm like, I don't see a true black. I think I still prefer my Lunar Beauty Wicked Black Liquid Lip over this. But I will say, because of this formula, this will be perfect as a base for me to put down fun colors with like putting like maybe the Nakia Joy Cosmetics Loose Pigments, tapping it all over it, taking like a green, purple, orange liquid lip and putting on top of this. So this would be a perfect base because it is matte. With Lunar Beauty, it is a demi-matte, so it does still have a little bit of shine to it. It still does transfer because it is a semi-matte, so it's not meant to stay on fully. This feels like this is going to stay on, so I could definitely mess around with it and put some bases on it. So this is that shade Femme Gaze right there. So that is the entire collection with all the swatches. So I'm gonna quickly take this off. I'm gonna wash off my face, do my brows. We're gonna come back, we're gonna do the eyes together, the lips. We're going to come back and do the eyes together, the blushes together, the lips together, and we're going to see if this collection is actually worth $115, just because it is a lot for what it is. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so we're going to try to do an eye look using these Super Shock shadows. Normally, I mix Super Shock shadows with like a eyeshadow palette or something, but we're just going to use this collection today because that's what this review is all about. So we're going to go into the shade Lucid Dream, like this beautiful midnight blue color. So if you guys did not know, I have been actively applying to jobs, and I had my first interview this morning with a roofing company. Now, I have been applying to a lot of jobs that are remote because I really want to make sure that I don't take away time from YouTube. I want to do both. And so I decided to apply to this company because it was going to allow me to kind of be really flexible and make my own hours. And look at the pay was going to be very, very well, and it was going to be an appointment setter for a roofing company. So tell me how. I did the interview this morning. That's why I'm also like so tired because I got up so early. Did my makeup and all that type of shit. Now I'm doing my makeup again. And yeah, so pretty much what the job was going to be was for me to pretty much go house to house, ask the homeowner about the roof, if they ever thought about replacing the roof, kind of tell them a little bit about the company, and then if they agreed to want to get their roof replaced or get a new roof, whatever they wanted to do, that's when I would give their information over to the company, and then the company would come over and they would finish the final sale with them. So I was just like the face of it. I go in, I introduce myself, I tell them what the company's all about, and then I talk about the roofs and how like it could help them and benefits, whatever. And then when they said yes, then someone actually would sweep in and finish the sale, and then my job would be over. So pretty much I thought it was just gonna be me setting up appointments for people who already had like contracts. No, it's me getting appointments, and then it was commission based. So I actually declined the job because I just knew this was not going to be for me. I'm not a roof salesperson. I don't know how to sell a roof, and I also don't like the fact that it's completely commission based because it's me walking around selling something that I don't believe in. So that's gonna be the last time I applied to a job like that. I just thought it'd be like legit me sitting at like a desk or something like that, or me being able to work from home. It said that it was hybrid, so I thought it was gonna be kind of like a mix of both. This is going to look like shit, y'all. I don't know what to do to blend it out. But I was like, okay, I can do this. I'm gonna take the shade Main Character Energy, and we're gonna place that right next to that. This is gonna be messy, but we're gonna make it work. But I was like, okay, I can like, you know, set appointments and stuff like that, be kind of like a receptionist. Nope, that's not what the job was asking for. So there's that. So I got up so early for that, applying to jobs. So yeah, it's definitely been a month so far. So I'm tired, and I don't want to bitch because like I love doing what I do, but I definitely am tired this morning. That color is like really pretty. I'm just kind of lay it down before like I try to blend it all together. Now we're gonna go in the shade Plot Twist. Just kind of like lay it all down together before we like, you know, make it like blended and stuff like that. I definitely recommend with a Super Shock shadow to have a wet base. I should have laid down glitter glue because these probably would have stayed a lot more than what they are right now, but I still had a pretty tacky base because I did go with my P. Louise base, so that it was pretty tacky. So I figured that this would be more than enough, but I could definitely tell that if I went in with glitter glue, I probably would be able to get more pigment out of these, but I didn't. So we're just gonna make it work for how it's working. That looks interesting. I'm just taking a fluffy brush and I'm trying to just blend out the edges so this looks more like an eyeshadow look, but I don't really know how well this is going to work because these are Super Shock shadows. They're not necessarily meant to be blended out this way. They're kind of meant to just be used as toppers on top of it, like an already existing eyeshadow. So we're gonna make it work. Okay, so that's kind of where we are right now in terms of like the lid. It definitely looks very intriguing. I think it looks intriguing because like it is a Super Shock shadow, so like I'm trying to make it look as blended as possible, but they're not really the easiest to blend out, truthfully. They're really easy to pack on and blend to each other, but trying to blend it out to look blended is not the easiest. At least for me, it's not. So I didn't really want to put on false lashes, but I feel like false lashes would probably kind of pull this look together, probably save whatever this is right here. So I'm gonna throw on some false lashes. I'm gonna throw on some false lashes. We're gonna do the other eye off camera, and then we're gonna come on with just my base on because I have to set my face with powder because I'm so oily, but I need to do the cream products first. So we're gonna do that step together, and then we'll tie in everything else. So I'll be right back, guys. Hey guys, so my eyes are done and we just have foundation on today. I am wearing the Makeup Forever HD Skin Undetectable Foundation. This is in the shade 2N22. I freaking love this foundation. So we're gonna go with my concealer, my cream bronzer, and then we're gonna do the blush before I put on any powder products. So I'm gonna go with my Huda Beauty. This is the Faux Filter Luminous Concealer right here. This is in the shade 2.1N right here. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna put it under my eyes. I never like ever show these steps to you guys, and I always get asked to like why I never show you guys doing my full face. Honestly, I think it's just because you guys would find it boring. Personally, I feel like it'd be boring. And I'd only ever show my full face if I'm doing like a full face of first impressions or doing like a chit chat get ready with me. Otherwise, if I'm just doing a review like on a collection, like an eyeshadow product, like I don't know, I just cut it out. Okay, now that that's laid down, we're gonna go in with my Rare Beauty. This is the bronzer stick. This is in the shade Power Boost. Just gonna take this and we're just gonna swipe it right here. Now for the blush. I think the shade I wanna go into is like the peachy shade. I feel like I wanna go into this today. So we're just gonna take this. I'm assuming I do like the same thing, or I just put it like right here. All right, now we're just gonna blend it out. Going to blend out like I normally would with any cream product. I'm just going to kind of blend it up because that's pretty much the only thing I know how to do. I will say that it is pretty, it's kind of there, but like it's kind of not. I don't know how well you guys can see it. I can kind of see it where it kind of like is kind of there, but like not fully. So now we're going to take my Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the Face It Brightening Under Eye Palette. I freaking love this palette so much, y'all. Like, look at that. I hit pan. Y'all, I hit pan. Right underneath my under eye, this is what I do every single time to set that concealer. Freaking love this. All right, now I'm gonna go in with my Nakia Joy Cosmetics. This is the Velvet Finishing Powder. You guys can use my code, which will save you guys 15% off your purchase. I think my code is Allie D. I'll have it listed right here. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm just going to quickly go in with my Lunar Beauty Outer Dimension Bronzer. I'm going to mix these two shades together. You guys can use code Allie to save you guys 10% over off on Lunar Beauty, which, by the way, I saw Manny announcing he has a new launch coming up, which I am so excited about. Okay, so for blush, I've been absolutely loving this blush. We're going to go in the Patrick Ta. This is in the shade She's Passionate. Freaking love this blush so much. We're just gonna kind of go back over that. It kind of sucks because I feel like you couldn't even see the blush stick that I put on. It's there, but like, I don't know. I feel like you guys can't even see it, honestly. Now that the blush is on, we're gonna go back in with that shade Lucid Dream, like this deep midnight blue. And we're gonna take it on my bling brush. This is the E38 brush. You guys can use code Allie, save you guys 10% off. This is also my brush set that I created, bling brushes. And we're just gonna run that along the lower lash line, just so we can like go ahead and put on like a white shadow. I think white would look really pretty with this. I could technically do black to kind of like smoke it out, but I just feel like because this is a Super Shock shadow, I just want to use something white so that it's still really pretty. I mean, I could do smoky, but I don't know. To finish off this eye look, we're gonna go in with the Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the shade Extra. This is like her loose beaming highlighters. We're gonna take that, we're gonna put that right in the inner corner, followed by the brow bone. I just feel like it's really going to just enhance this look. I also just am obsessed with inner corner highlights and brow bone highlights. They're just my favorite. I feel like they just like pull the whole look together. Okay guys, so now that the eyes are done, we're gonna go in with that, with that highlighter stick right here. I'm putting on top of powder, so I don't really know how well this is going to come off. So we're just gonna lightly just kind of like place that right there. Kind of dragging it up because it is a stick and I'm putting it on top of powder. So, shit, where's my sponge? And, oh no. I don't know if I like it. I feel like it's not wanting, this should have been like, I feel like it's not really wanting to blend. And I totally understand why, because I put it on top of powder. But I needed to because I'm super oily. But I'm just not a fan because you can just clearly see the streak that's on my face because of it. So I'm definitely not a fan of that. So moving on to lips, I kind of want to mix two shades together. I'm not going to use the black shade because I'm not feeling it. But I'm going to go in with the shade Femme Fatale set. So I have the liner, which is Sold My Soul. I didn't realize that they were separate names. Oops. But we're going to go ahead and go in with this first. Okay. Now that we lined our lips, I'm going to take the shade, I guess this has a name. I thought it was just the Femme Fatale set. This is the shade called Lethal, but we're not going to go in all the way. We're just going to go around the outer borders because I do want to mix it with one other shade. So I'm going to take it. I'm just going to go kind of like so. And then we're going to go in with the shade, that's in the back of this. This is called Persephone. We're going to go into the shade Persephone. Oh, what a pretty name. Right here. And I'm going to blend that in. Alright guys, and this is my final look. So, what are my thoughts on this entire collection? Well, first off, I just want to quickly talk about the Super Shock shadows. I absolutely love these Super Shock shadows, and surprisingly enough, I really love the eye look that I created using these. Like, it is so pretty. It's so easy to do. You saw that it just took a couple swipes of the finger to create this really beautiful, effortless eye look. Now, it may not be as like blended as I would want it to be, but it's still very soft and it's still very like kind of out there. It's still very soft and it's still really beautiful. And this could be like a beautiful like date night look, and you can do it so quick. So I definitely think that out of this entire collection, these are absolutely worth it. And they're probably my favorite, maybe. I really do love them, but I also really love Colourpop Super Shock shadows like as a whole. So these are definitely worth it. If you guys want to get anything from this collection, I definitely recommend picking these up because they're so freaking beautiful, and I think Snitchery did a good job with these colors, and I'm obsessed with them. I really am. Then we have the 3 blush sticks right here. Now I will say the peach blush is really pretty, but like obviously it's disappeared. Like when I put this on my skin, you guys can see that it was there, but then like when you blend it out, it just gives like a very, 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 very subtle hint of color. Not too much, which is really nice for me because I don't want anything like super overwhelming. But I also don't really know how much utilization I get out of these because I generally don't use cream blushes. I love a powder blush because I have to put, you know, powder on my skin to set it because I do get so oily. So I don't really ever use cream blushes because what's the point? I had to like kind of reapply it. Now cream bronzer I could get into. I really love cream bronzer because it still kind of helps to like define and like shape the face. And then when I go in with a powder on top of that, it still looks really beautiful. I can still see where it's at, and then I just kind of lightly wash it once more time with like a powder bronzer. I guess I could do the same thing for cream blushes, but I don't know. I don't know. I probably would never really get a use out of these. So these ones would not be worth it to me. Same thing with like the light stick. It's a really pretty color. I love how innovative this color is. Like this like beautiful like lavender duochrome shifting highlighter. It's so pretty. It definitely gives you that nice wet feel. But the only issue that I have with it is that it's a stick. I wish that this was a like powdered highlighter, or maybe even like a Super Shock shadow version of it, because it's a stick. I am just kind of a novice at it. I'm kind of like a beginner at this. I don't really know how to use stick highlighters that often because of the fact that I don't ever use stick highlighters, because I am applying my highlighter on top of a powder base. I don't like to put cream on top of powder because it could just budge and move and pull away at the foundation. So I try to stick with powder to powder personally. So that's why this stick typically wouldn't work for me. But I will say this shadow, the color itself is so beautiful. It's such a beautiful color. I would probably utilize this as like an eyeshadow stick more than an actual highlighter, but I do think it's really pretty. Then last but not least, we do have all 3 lip kits right here. Surprisingly enough, I really like these lip kits. I absolutely like these lip kits. I do think these are absolutely worth it. They're $16. You do get a lip liner and a lip stick, like an actual stick. And this was my first time ever experiencing a Colourpop like lip liner. I really don't recall ever playing with them, and they're so creamy. Oh my god, they're so creamy. They just glide right on the lip. They're so pigmented, and I just think these are absolutely phenomenal. They remind me so much of the Colourpop gel liners, and you guys know how much I love my Colourpop gel liners. I have a whole drawer of them because they're so amazing, and I didn't know that their quality of lip liners were the exact same. So now you guys know I'll be stocking up on lip liners because I'm absolutely obsessed with the lip liners. And the sticks as well. I don't have on any gloss whatsoever. The sticks are supposed to be mattifying, but it has a nice shine to it, which is a little surprising because I didn't think that the stick would like have a shine to it, because it does say that it's like a matte, but it doesn't look matte. And I definitely feel like this is going to transfer. I can already see it on like my Red Bull straw right here. I can already see it on there. I can see the shine. I feel like if I kiss my hand, you guys are going to see it transfer, and I just feel like when I eat, this is definitely going to smudge. This is just like a lipstick, and a lipstick never really stays on anyway. I can kind of feel it on my lips, but not too overwhelming. But I definitely feel like this is something that's going to smudge throughout the day. So something to definitely take note. Hey, so quick little editor Allie here. I forgot that this collection included a lip gloss. Ooh, I'm so sorry. So this is going to be the lip gloss right here. This is called Thirst Trap. It's a beautiful lip gloss. I will definitely say that. But I will also say I am not a fan of Colourpop's Luxe Lip Gloss formula. To me, it's too sticky and it doesn't have the longevity that I'm looking for in terms of a lip gloss, but it is there. It is a very beautiful color. This will make a really beautiful like lip topper personally, but I'm just not a fan of the actual formula when it comes to Luxe glosses. It's probably why I forgot that it's there, but it's here. Here's the price point. I'm not gonna bother putting on my lipstick because my lipstick is already so shiny that it doesn't need it, but it is super pretty, just not my favorite formula. But I'm sorry. I can't believe I didn't see this. It was just hiding on the ground. I'm so sorry. So overall, you guys can buy this entire collection for $115. Is it worth it? No, I do not think it's worth it. As much as I want to be like, yes, go get it to support Snitchery and go support Colourpop, I don't think the entire collection should be worth $115. I think this entire box should be valued honestly at like $80. I think this entire box should be valued at $80 because you're not really getting too much for what you're paying for compared to other Colourpop collections when you got so much more for what you're paying for. I just feel like this definitely could have offered you more items for that price point, but because they don't, I just find a hard time to want to pay $115 for it. Now, individually, this collection's worth it. It's so weird. As a whole, no. Individually, yes. If you're going to get anything, I recommend the lip kits and I recommend the Super Shock Shadows. Those to me are absolutely worth it out of this entire collection. So if you want to pick anything up, just get those personally, or just pick up what you know you're going to use. Like I personally won't ever really get a use out of these at all. So this to me would have saved some coin by not getting these if I bought this in collection and just got the lip kits, Shock Shadows. Those are worth it, but as an entire whole $115, no, not worth it. So, oh my God, you know what I look right now? I look like a fucking cheerleader. I look like a cheerleader. Oh my God. All I have to do is get the ribbons right here and I look like a cheerleader. Like I feel like I'm about to go on a cheer competition with like the makeup. Oh, definitely not what I intended to do. Like, don't I look like a fucking cheerleader? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? It's still a really pretty look. It's still a really pretty look. So, yeah, you know, a huge congratulations to Snitchery on collabing with Colourpop. I know that was probably so freaking cool. I'm definitely so proud of you. And, again, just thank you to Colourpop for sending this my way. I'll have everything about this collection listed down below in case you guys want to pick it up yourself. But yeah, guys, that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post every single day in the month of Vlog-O-Ween. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's Art for the Life, where you guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey, and also the biggest thank you goes to all these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. And I'm sorry if this video is like all over the place. It's been a long day, but I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. You guys, no, let me do that over. And I'm gonna let you know what this collection is all about and is it actually worth it. So you guys don't, I'm gonna let you guys know. And that is the entire collection and the swatches and that is the Snitchery on the first, a huge congratulations to Snitchery.